Supporting the emergency services is one of the most important things we do. Welcome to the SIT drone base. Today we'd like to show you the technologies we use with the emergency services. Since 2016, we've worked with the police and fire departments in the Pilsen region, and in 2020 we actually became a volunteer fire department here in Pilsen. We are constantly modernizing our technologies. We're developing and growing. Let's take a look at what we have.
Dva lidi na průzkum, přijet.
Jak to vypadá? 2 minuty a jsme tam. Jednotka drony, prosím o termovizi.
The emergency services stream is the most important part of our emergency services support. We have this backpack based on Teradek technology, which can stream images to our application for individual responders. Everything is secure. Images only go where they're supposed to, with a delay of around half a second. They can also use our app to send simple commands. Our most used machine is currently the Matrice 300, which can carry 2 different payloads. Here we have an LED light and also the H20T, which has 4 different sensors. We can work both during the day and at night, thanks to our various lights and spotlights and thermal imaging. The zoom camera has a 20 times optical zoom. With the digital zoom, we're able to get 240 times closer. The laser rangefinder can measure a distance of up to 1.5 kilometers.
Ulice Františkánská, někde bys tam měla motat skupinka domácích fanoušků. Dron slyší, můžeme ti tam pustit GPS-ku toho místa.
We also use special pole cameras. These can send very high-quality images from up to 30 meters away directly to the backpack, which then streams the images to our server.
Skupinka je Pražská ulice.
Our application also checks whether the stream is running, and if it's not, attempts a remote restart. It can be watched both on tablets and on smartphones, as well as on a computer. Another advantage, of course, is the thermal imaging camera. We monitor specific points on the building, and if the temperature approaches the ignition point of the material, we can notify the fire department and they can start cooling that place in time. We can search for people on night flights or during the daytime. The moment a subject is lost, the camera predicts the movement of the subject until it's found again, and then it resumes the pursuit. We make a range of 3D models, meshes, and ortho photos, whatever helps us document the location.
Práce s technologiemi je u hasičů velice důležitá. Je zajímavé vidět, že vlastně s drony pracuje někdo, kdo třeba není přímo u hasičů, ale jakým způsobem se tohle dá propojit.
Now let's move on to interior flight. We have a machine that we fly, for example, inside buildings that are in danger of collapse. We use 2 machines made by Flyability, the Helios anti-collision drones. We have a classic RGB camera, and next to that is the thermal camera, and these are positioned on servo motors so we can tilt the cameras up and down, and here are the lights. The cage is visible in the images, but another machine solves that problem. This is the Helios 2. It can withstand a collision of up to 30 kilometers an hour. This drone doesn't rotate independently of the cage, the camera is more advanced. In the event of an impact, it can retract. This version has a range of sensors. After returning from the inspected area, we can assemble a 3D model of the given location in about 5 minutes, an exact map of where it flew and what condition it's in, and then we can, for example, send people into a collapsed building. Another innovation is the development of camera mounts. We have helmets for tackling fire, and then we have special helmets for technical rescue. For these helmets, we have developed universal camera mounts. They made X number of prototypes which we tested. We said which angle to set it at, so it wouldn't obstruct firefighters during a rescue. We decided to cooperate further on the development of a docking station. The main focus was to make it as easy as possible for our guys. You take the camera off the helmet, remove the back cover where the connector is, connect the camera like this, and that is all you have to worry about. Now we're in the video processing phase. Once it's connected, the software checks all the data. Of course, everything is categorized according to region, then according to station. It's synchronized with the time on the computer. We have the videos saved where we need them, and they're ready for the next stage of processing. Of course, it's all password protected and encrypted.
Tohleto je snímek, který je zachycený ze vzdálenosti 323 metrů.
We developed the crash inspector application to make the work of our colleagues in the traffic police as easy as possible. In the Pilsen region, we have about 30 serious road accidents a year. The app in question is easy to use on a smartphone. You choose a specific accident from the cloud, the wreckage is also visible, and one very important aspect is the ability to measure to the centimeter. For road traffic accident modeling, we have another camera, the DJI L1. It's a laser scanner that creates a point cloud. We can even measure perimeters and contents, whatever you want. A more complex thing they wanted was traffic sign layers. This makes it clearly visible whether the person in question had right of way. Of course, there's an RGB camera to colorize the model. It now only takes a quarter of an hour to do the same work that used to take an hour and a half. You have the points option, then there's dimensioning, and of course, we can create a polygon. Naturally, for easier orientation, you can also add descriptions. The label even shows both WGS coordinates and UTM coordinates. You have A4 export with labels and, most importantly, there is also a legend for individual points and exact orientation. It can also serve as a tool for crime scene documentation. All of this is technology that we currently use with the emergency services, although the technology is constantly developing. And we have to keep up with it, so we continue our development and the search for application solutions. Keep your faith in us, and we'll see what we come up with next.